welcome back to my channel. This is my 5th time recording this video, so let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Jada. I've written 3 books. 3 books, yes. One will never see the light of day. The second is Inner Vision Purgatory. The third is my current work in progress, Church Bride, which you can learn more about on my Instagram. And the 4th one is what we're working on. We're working through that one together. Okay, we've been working on that one together. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm already annoyed at the fact that this is the 5th one that I'm recording. But before I even get into the writing updates, I would like to apologize for missing a week. Like, I know it doesn't seem like a major thing, but like, I wanted to be consistent and post like every week. And me missing a week kind of messed with my brain. I was like, I feel like really terrible that I'm messing with my goals. So thank you for still sticking with me. I feel like I lost a subscriber, but you know what? It doesn't even matter at this point. But anyway, there were also like, besides me missing the week, like there were like tech issues and like they were trying to win. The tech issues were trying to win and I didn't like that. Like my phone was like acting up where I record like my videos. Hence why I've switched to, hence why it looks a little bit better, because I switched to my camera. But yeah, that's where I was, that's what I was doing, that's what I was dealing with. We came here to discuss writing. It's a writing vlog. So as you all know, I've been working on Church Bread, and funny story, I was on Instagram and I've seen several contests like where like you submit your manuscript, and I know I usually submit to Reese's and I didn't submit last year at all because my stories just weren't ready. And I still don't think I'm gonna submit to Reese's this year because I'm just like, I'd rather not. But there's another competition where someone tagged me in and I was like, I think 2 people tagged me in it. And I was like, okay, is this a sign? I feel like if one more person tags me in it, then I'm definitely going to submit to it. But that means that Church Bread has to be submission ready within 2 weeks. And if you've been here, you know that I've been trudging through Church Bread edits. Like, I don't know if it was just like I thought I needed a break from it. I thought maybe I was just procrastinating. I was straddling that very fine line of I need a break and I'm procrastinating. And this submission deadline would be like, I only need to have the first 10 pages like ready, and like the first 10 pages are definitely ready. Like they're ready enough. Like those first 10 pages are ready to be like submission ready, but the whole manuscript isn't like that. Like it is completed and I have the edits that I want to make, and there's like some things that I have to add. There's like very few things that I have to add in, and then I get to like look at the story as a whole and as like sections again. But I don't know if I should submit. Like, I don't know. I have no clue. And I'm like on the line. I'm straddling that freaking line. I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, I just want someone to decide for me. But I feel like people have already decided for me because they tagged me and they're like, you should submit. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Actually, I was gonna look into it because I know a lot of these competitions, like, I don't like their terms and conditions, and I always read the terms and conditions. Like, I will sit there and read the whole thing, make notes, and I'm like, okay, do I like this? Do I like the way that they worded this? I should have went to fucking law school. I should have went to law school. So I'm gonna look through that first before I do anything, before I even think about submitting. I'm gonna look through their terms and conditions, and then we will go from there. And I'll probably do like an update video where I am working through edits and trying to meet that deadline. But yeah, that's why I'm with Church Bread. Today is the day where I'm supposed to be sitting here like working on it. Like, I decided earlier today, I was like, I'm gonna work on Church Bread. Just in case I want to submit to this, I want at least the 10 pages to be ready. That's the goal for this week. Bring Church Bread up to wherever I need it to be. Bring it up to wherever I need to be and potentially submit to that contest. Potentially. We'll see. Now, the random untitled romance that now has a title, which I think I spoke about in the last video, when I tell you the lines are blurring between, did I speak about this in the last video or did I record it in one of the previous videos that had not made it? So I'm just gonna over explain. Sorry if you've heard this shit before. The random untitled romance, which I chose over my other works in progress, is now called Consulting the Cowboy, which I did a book cover concept reveal on Instagram the other week. It was just like, it just all came so clearly to me. So I was just like, in like literally like 2 days, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna work on this. And then I went to a writing group, and then I kind of felt weird about it because I was like, do I know enough about cowboys to write a cowboy romance? And I kind of got in my head about it a bit, and I kind of pulled back. And then I spoke to a friend, and she was like, you should definitely write the fucking book. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna work on the plotting. And then I got excited about it again, and then I went to writing group again. And I was like I was plotting, and I was like, am I writing Yellowstone fan fiction? Am I writing Yellowstone fan fiction? Because it's the whole, it's not saving the, it's, okay. I don't want to say it's not saving the land because the town is technically land. But it's like saving the town type thing. Saving the town / bringing in outside advisors to help preserve the history of the town, stuff like that. And I was like, this feels like Yellowstone fan fiction. It's like, so then I went down like a rabbit hole with Yellowstone fan fiction and how I realized that I've never read fan fiction before, and I feel like that's a rite of passage that you must have when you're younger. And I feel like I read like probably one story that was fan fiction, and I decided that it wasn't for me. But yeah, don't tell anyone that I've never read fan fiction. Because I feel like it's such a rite of passage, like when you're younger, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's why I feel like I was like, is this Yellowstone fan fiction? And if it is, do I lean into it or do I veer as far away as possible? But then again, I started thinking, what isn't Yellowstone fan fiction when it comes to cowboy romances? So I've been in my head about pursuing this story. Anyway, that's it for the writing updates. I do have a bit of updates for what I've been watching, because I know I've been struggling with watching things. I can't tell you, I've been reading nothing. I've been reading the same 4 books for a month. Like 2 pages each. So, no reading updates. Sorry. One of these days I'm going to have a major reading update. It's not today. But I have been watching TV. I've watched Shogun. I think that's how you pronounce that. On Hulu. I watched the first episode. And I was going to watch the second episode. And then I realized it was a weekly thing. And I was like, no way. You're not going to freaking breadcrumb me for weeks. Like, no. I need all of it right now. So I'm holding off on Shogun. But the first episode, I enjoyed. I actually tried to watch it the other day when I was working on Church Bread. And I couldn't read the subtitles and work on Church Bread. So I decided to work on Church Bread. But I watched it when I went on a little impromptu road trip the other day in the car, and I was like, this is so good. And yeah, it was pretty funny. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it for you. So I'm not even going to tell you about the funny guy because he's freaking funny. But yes, I watched Shogun, and I know I said I was going to hold off on Love is Blind, because if you follow my blog, which I haven't posted in a while, if you follow my blog, I watched a lot of reality dating TV shows. So I said I was gonna hold off on Love is Blind because I was like, I don't want to go through those emotions again. Like every time I watch Love is Blind, it becomes my entire personality. But I'm caught up on Love is Blind, and like, I don't want to spoil it. Again, I don't want to spoil it for you if you do watch Love is Blind, or if you're like, oh, I'm going to watch it after everything's uploaded. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but this season has so much drama, and like, I feel like I see through so many people. I'm just like, are these people for real? Like, but then I'm like, I feel like it's more so entertainment and not actually reality this season. Because I'm like, there's no way these people are actually saying this stuff. Like, no. No way. If you haven't watched it, and if you plan on watching it, please watch it. And come back here so we can talk about it, because I was laughing. I was laughing at some parts. I was just like, this is ridiculous. And I hate I really hate some of the people on the show. I'm just like, how are you even, we're not gonna get into it. That's enough. That's enough of Love is Blind. But that's all I've been watching. I haven't been watching much of anything else because I can't devote too much time to TV. So I'm gonna get back into my binge watching. Like, I'm so serious about that. But yeah, that's all I've been watching. And that's all the updates I have for next week. Hopefully I'll have Church Bread finished and ready to submit to contest, at least the first 50 or so pages. And then I can just continue working on it so that it's up to par fully up to par. And then I'm going to continue plotting Consulting the Cowboy and hopefully be drafting soonish. By the end of the month. I'm planning on drafting by the end of the month. And I'll figure out some things to talk about other than my writing updates, even though this is just like my writing journey vlog type thing, documentation, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna hope for the best with this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're into more frequent updates, follow me on Instagram. I will see y'all next week.